What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you with another episode today. Guys, I gotta say, Cash Dragon 11 years price increase was something I think we all thought was going to happen with it not being announced to be released in the 2019 Megatons. And I personally thought the price point was going to double as Yu-Gi-Oh! Players scrambled to finish their combo decks because of the hype of the Cash Dragon 11 year and combo decks in general. But to be honest with you, it's not really happening like that. It kind of caught me off guard, to be honest. I thought we were going to see Yu-Gi-Oh! Players go crazy, 11 years hit about $60, and everyone just go, oh no. But what we're seeing here is Yu-Gi-Oh! Players being a little more level-headed, as a whole actually, as they go, you know what, we have UDS this weekend, we don't know what currently is the best decks of the meta right now, and to go in on a combo deck when A, Megaton's gonna have a way to counter combos, not fully, but definitely a great counter for combos, and B, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players going, you know, Super Poly is at 3, and if people main deck that could be a problem for combo decks that blow through 10 or 11 extra deck cards. It is really interesting to see this card price point not spike so crazy high because of that. And once again, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Players not going, and I'm buying those. So once again, I think it's really level head of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players as a whole to just not go in and pay crazy money for Chaos Dragon Living Year and increase the price point of this card, which came out in Soul Fusion. Guys, before I begin, I just want to say, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and comment down below. Let me know what you think. And the comment question of the day, it stands as, what is the best card in the 2019 Megaton? Now, the card could be good for value, the card could be good because you want to be played, but one card, not one thing, like I like Prismatic Rarity, no, one card that you go, this card really makes me want to get the 2019 Megatons, because I find that's really important when Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are looking to buy Megatons as a case, Megaton, a couple of Megatons, or just singles. What motivates you to go ahead and grab that? And let me know, once again, like I said, in the comment section down below. It is really interesting. And before I begin, once again, guys, I want to say, if you want to support this channel by buying cards on TCG Player, maybe Chaos Dragon Levy in here, I have a TCG Player link. If you click on that link, a couple of proceeds go to support the channel. Once again, it's not nothing added on to what you buy. It's just a bit of what you buy does go to the channel instead of the TCG Player. So it'd be kind of cool if you was to do that. And maybe bookmark that. Moving on to the rest of the market watch, guys. Chaos Dragon 11 year with a $31 market price is showing to be about $36. Now, once again, this card price initially spiked yesterday to about $40. And when you look at first edition, it's still roughly around $40 to almost $42 for this card. But it's not $60 or $70. And this is a broken card. Let's be honest. This card's insane. Any card that right off the gate can take a card out of your opponent's hand is insanely broken. So to see Chaos Dragon living here, a broken card, not hit some crazy numbers, is actually kind of shocking. Another card I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to start grabbing now, or maybe by next week when we see the results of the UDS, is Dino Wrestler Tops. One of the best ways to stop almost any deck in the meta is Dino Wrestler Tops. It's amazing it's not main deck. We're seeing this a lot in the side deck. The Bowser Legend Secret Rare version of this card has a market price of $5, and the current price point is $5 for this card, and obviously so, because it's definitely a needed card that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are looking to put in their side decks. So when you play against combo decks and you're going second against them and they're going to make their full combo, you're going to put one card on board for free that's going to take off one problematic card. Then again, alternatively, you play against control decks, let's say like Altergeist or Guru Control, you're going to put a card on board, and you're going to attack that Guru, Subterra Guru that's face down to get it off the board, and if they do anything to stop that by activating any card, you can then activate Tops, once again, making them force them to use more cards and allowing you to have more resources. Because in a deck like Control, it's all about the game of attrition. It's a chess game. Can I have more pieces on my board than you could have on your board? As far as combo, it's here's my board. Can you break it? Because you're probably going to win if you do. If not, all right, game 2. Moving forward, speaking of great cards against combo, we have Artifact Lancia, Secret Rare from Bowser Legends Heroes Revenge. Card has a price point of about $3.50. This card was actually $5 on release, and we're seeing it roughly around almost near $4 in the market. So I want to know also, guys, are you siding in Artifact Lancia? I'm personally still playing 3 Artifact Lancia because going against combo, you can't get a better matchup against that deck than Artifact Lancia. Drop it on your opponent's board, make a subpar board in a combo deck in which they want to put and dedicate everything to pulling that full combo out. It's just really good. I think Artifact Lancia with Effect Veil in your hand kind of just instantly wins you against combo deck if you draw anything forward for your deck. I think that's just the end all be all kind of a hand, and that's only just 2 cards. Moving forward, guys, we have Artifact Sanctum, a card that recently raised up in value because we got Artifact Side with a reprint. Look at Artifact Sanctum right now. The market price is going to be about $8.60. The immense, around the same price, but not as high as originally when originally expected to about $10. Now, this is only the Bowser Light Secret Rare version, which I think is the highest rare version. The other rarities, like 2050 Megatons and Primal Origins, is still only from $9 to $10, which is, you know, kind of weird seeing that the Secret Rare should be the higher value, but it is what it is, I guess. Moving forward, guys, we have Scapegoats, a card that was brought out, I'm going to say less than a month ago, actually. Ultimate Swamp Pack 8 Ultimate Rare Scapegoats with a $29 market price. We're seeing is actually about $32.50, which you would say, V, the card's going up in value. Well, not necessarily. The card actually hit a higher value, and at one point was bought out completely. So to see Scapegoats at the market for $32.50 is not really much of a shocker. You know what's a shocker? Appaloosa, Bowl of the Goddess, which continues to confuse and shock, I think, everybody in this game on a daily basis. Coming out of Rising Rampage, and only available Rising Rampage First Edition, Appaloosa Bowl of the Goddess has a $339 market price. The actual value, well, it's almost bought out. It's actually about $400. And after that one's gone, Appaloosa is at $500. And before you go, damn, I missed my chance to get Appaloosa, don't worry. This isn't a real buyout. It's an artificial one. In fact, to be honest with you, Appaloosa is going to start going down in value. And that's because whoever bought all these Appaloosas are going to try selling for inflated value, a value which Yu-Gi-Oh! Players aren't going to pay. And if Yu-Gi-Oh! Players don't pay something, and someone sees something listed like, I don't know, Appaloosa Bowl of the Goddess for around $400, maybe they'll list it for $395. Another guy might list it for $380, and the value will actually start going down. I don't think the Appaloosa Bowl of the Goddess is going to tank, but this value is not the real value. I don't recommend you go in and pay $400 for this card. It's just not worth it at the moment. In fact, I don't think it's going to be worth it at all. Up next, Witchcrafter Golem Aruru, another secret from Rising Rampage that everyone kind of just forgot about because why would you remember this card? For our market price, the card stabilizing roughly around $4, and to be honest with you, these are the lost secret rares. These are secret rares that we know I'm not gonna reprint. We know is not insanely good, but it's still pretty interesting, and I think that this card might be not bad to pick up for trade value. I mean, this card's probably going to be in a lot of binders this weekend, especially if you're going to the UDS. And I think Witchcraft Golem, even though it's not amazing of a card, why not grab a place of the card when it's value low? It's valued at $4. You could probably get this card in $2 in trade value, as you can place that pulled extra ones of these, or even just one of these, they just don't want them. And they're willing to trade them for something that they might want at a $2 value. So you might want to consider getting this card, and picking yourself a place out of this, as well as Capshaw, a card in which I think is a really good card. Actually, it just doesn't belong in this meta. I think Capshaw has great potential, and coming out of Rising Rampage at a $1.50 market price, the value is actually still under $2. And this is another card I once again recommend you go in and grab. This is still a great card, and something about this card. And let me know if I'm the only one in this, but I think something about this card screams out combo, like mid combo card. I think this card can easily be abused in the future, and if I was you, I'd get my 3 as soon as possible. I think I have 2 or 3 already, and I might be going when I go to ES. If they have it for a right price, I might grab another playset, if not maybe 2 playsets, because this card definitely looks like it can go up in value the minute it fits into a combo deck. Another card that has great potential is Borsal Dragon, obviously. The value of this card is currently $33.50, and actually, no, it's about $31. With Borsal Dragon being announced as a reprint in 2019 Megatons, why would anyone want to buy the Secret Mid version? You either buy the Cybernetic Horizon First Edition, or you just get the Ultra Rare that is most likely to be coming out, and what's cracking 2019 Megatons, and you can get it at a low price point. Don't buy into any of the pre-orders for 2019 Megatons. They're all lies. I forgot to mention that the other day, but seriously, the 2019 Megatons, I don't care what the number says for the pre-orders. I'm not even looking at those pre-orders because I do think that once 2019 Megatons fully drop, everyone's going to be opening so much of it, the value of whatever it is going to take as Yu-Gi-Oh! Players go onto the market to be competitive, to sell those cards, to recruit what they wanted back, which is basically the principal interest of, you know, the Megatons and maybe a little extra money so to feed the Yu-Gi-Oh! Habit. Cyframe Low Lamba is another card I just think has great potential. The market price of this card is currently $6, and we're seeing it roughly around $6 as well. This card was really high priced when it first came out. About Legends Heroes Revenge. I think this card's gonna be used in Dragon Spit. We're looking at OCG, it's definitely still using Dragon Spit. And if anyone's looking at side Cyframes, why would you not run this card as a Link too? It's a really good card. It just needs 2 monsters except tokens. Average point bomb left, bottom right. 1700 attack with a good effect for side frames. I don't know, something about this card screams out to me. Get me as fast as possible because I do not belong to be $6. And once again, if you don't have one, Would you be interested in picking one for $6? It's a pretty good question, actually, if you don't have it already. And if you have, by the way, like Gammas and your whole ciphering package. Up next, Orcus. Seriously, Orcus. We don't know if Orcus is going to be a good deck or not. And a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are already looking to not play Orcus when they can play combo or control. And I think Orcus is still a great deck. I think Orcus still has great potential. But look at the market. We can't lie and say the fact that Orcus is being bought out and going high in value, because that's not the case. Look at Galatea, the Orcus Automation. OTS Tournament Pack 10. It's $25. Like, that's super low from what it was originally, which is around a $35 price point for a good stabilization period. Look at Dingirsu, obviously it's going lower in value, and to be honest with you, this value means nothing to me, because it's going to take in value with the Ultimate Red Dingirsu coming out in OTS Tournament Pack 11. Now, this is really weird with OTS Tournament Pack 11, because we're seeing a lot of Orcus reprints in this set. Does Konami know something we don't know? Is there maybe some new support, or maybe there's some combo nobody knows about yet until we see the UDS, in which Orcus re-emerges as a top-tier deck? I really want to know, is anyone else out there looking to play Orcus? I personally still have my whole Orcus deck, and I'm not getting rid of the deck. I think the deck has great potential. I wish Orcus was in another meta in which it would thrive as a tier 1 deck, hands down, but right now we're seeing it in this meta in which it's kind of fighting uphill against all these decks that Yu-Gi-Oh players are currently opting to play. But I still think Orcus has great potential, and I definitely think this deck is a real deck with Konami reprinting cards like Scrap Recycling coming out soon, and looking at OTS Pack 10, 11, we got Dingirsu getting a reprint, and other Orcus cards getting reprinted as super rares as well. So I definitely don't think you're done with Orcus, and I don't know, I'm not saying you should side like some downs, but it's something you definitely can consider if you're looking to pick up Orcus. They're dirt cheap right now. Up next, Dingirsu, the Orcus Evening Star. So let's go right into its price point. The price point in Dingirsu is currently $19, coming out of Dark Neostorm as an ultra rare. And look at the name of position, it's about $19. This card's going to be $6, so sell it. Sell it now, sell it fast. If you get $12 for it, be happy. Trust me, you're not going to get, no one's really wanting to go, wow, we have an ulti Dingirsu? You know what I want? The Ultra. Nobody wants that. And the very few people that do want that, they're going to not want to pay $19. They're going to pay a very low price point. So I would get rid of this as fast as possible for as much money as possible, because when the Ultra comes out, the value of this is going to tank. Look at another card that came out as Ultimate Rare and OTS Tournament Pack 11, which is coming out in about, Thursday, and technically a day from now, is going to be Pot Desires. And Pot Desires is a very interesting card because it's following a trend like another pot, which I'll show you in a second. But look at Pot Desires, it has a common reprint, an ultra reprint, and a secret reprint. The ultra reprint price point is about $2. The common's like $1. Realistically, Dark Illusion secret version has been the one that has a high value. Looking at Pot Desires with a $24 market price, looking at Neiman Precision, it's actually $13 for Pot Desire Secret Rare, which, to be honest with you, I think is obviously too low. But the reason why it's going to still be low is because Ulti's coming out, and that's the one everyone's going to want to grab. Ulti's going to come out at a high price point. Eventually, Yu-Gi-Oh players might not want to play it, or, if it does see play, it might stabilize, but if it doesn't see play, I think it'll drop down to a $40 price point, and obviously the Secret Rare will drop down along with it, which is, $13 is actually really low. And I think that maybe eventually Pot Desires might see play ultimately. I think the cards, draw to the card might help help you get placed in the future. So what happens to Pot Desires if that happens? Well, simple. A buyout. A buyout on the Ultimate Rare Pot Desires once it becomes hard to access. A buyout on the Secret Rares as well, which increases the price point of Secret Rares. We've seen this already, actually, Paisanos. Looking at Pot of Duality, it's the same exact thing. Pot of Duality had a low price point of roughly around $40. The value slowly increased and stabilized actually around $50. And then Pot of Duality went crazy, up to a price point where it currently is right now at $95, which is higher than its $91 market price. Looking at Secret Pot of Duality, well, the market price is going to be $24. And when we look at Unlikely Play Unlimited, it's $21. Versus in Pot of Duality, you say Secret Rare? Sure, $35. So for anyone out there that's holding Secret Rare Pot Desires, are you going to sell yours for $13? Or are you going to hold yours and go, I'll just wait? In fact, $13, I'll trade for Secret Rares. If anyone has a bunch of Secret Rare Pot Desires, if I get ultis, I'm trading my ultis for Secret Rares, because that's crazy more money than just the current value where it is, which I think will come out obviously inflated, and then it'll go down in value. Now, once again, just like Pot of Desires, Pot of Duality has multiple reprints. In fact, a lot of reprints. And I think Konami's going to be doing the same thing with Pot of Desires to get Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that might not want the ulti, but still want access to this card. And as time goes on, Konami's going to give Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that access. Well, eventually, the value will go up like Pot of Duality. It's just a mirror of what's going to happen to this card. Another card, Pot of Extravagance. Now, I'm not a fortune teller, but if we see Pot of Desires follow Pot of Duality, can we just, agree that Pot of Extravagance is probably going to follow the same suit? In fact, I could probably guess the next Pot of Extravagance reprint, if I had to be a guessing person, is going to be ultra rare. Now, here's the question. Konami has a set coming out in October. They do, right? Now, that set has ultra rares in it. Do you think Pot of Extravagance can be in that set as an ultra rare? Hell, I would love if Pot of Phantasma was in there. That might be stretching a little bit. I mean, we already have an amazing set coming out in October. But if Pot of Extravagance comes out in the hand trap set as an ultra rare, I think it's kind of fair to say that Pot of Extravagance will be following Pot of Desires, who is currently on the path of following Pot of Duality. You see that? We just did the thing. Okay. Looking at Pot of Extravagance, by the way, it has a $74 market price. And finding a lightly played first edition one, well, it's a little bit under. It's actually around $69. And once again, this is because we don't have a stable meta. The meta is all over the place. Everyone's taking their chips and betting on decks. And the UDS is going to give us first insight, probably one of the best insights until the end of the month when we have regional seasons for what is the top tier meta decks. If we see in the UDS a huge showing of control decks, and that's before we get the great card for combo. Wow, control would definitely be the decks Yu-Gi-Oh! Players want to gravitate towards. If that happens, cards like, I don't know, Pot of Desires, as well as Pot of Extravagance, would spike to crazy numbers, let alone the already high price point of Pot of Duality. Then we have Subtype Nemesis Archer, coming out of super rare in the in OTS pack. So looking at Subterra Nemesis, the market price is currently $6. Lightly played first edition is roughly around that same price. Now, it's up to you. You could get max rare Subterra, sure. I mean, arguably it's one of the best control decks, if not the best control deck. So you can pay $6 to get Secret Rare first edition, or if the Super Rare version come out, which will be coming out once again in about a day. Next, guys, Dragoon Knight Barker. So this card had a crazy buyout, and what we're seeing here is it calmed down. Dual Terminal was actually bought out at one point, and looking at the market price, it's currently $34, but we're seeing it actually around $27. Dragoon Knight Barker, Secret from Hidden Arsenal 4, which held a $21 market price, is actually about $21. It hasn't really moved. So the real question is this going to see play? And if you think it's going to see play, comment down below and let me know if you're playing Dragoon Knight Barker. Up next, Fireward X Sea Dragon. Now this card, I'm really keeping a keen eye on this card because I think this card might have a chance of seeing meta play. Look at that Fireward X Sea Dragon, Ultra Rare, and Dark Neostorm. The market price is under $1, and the value of this card is roughly around $1. I think everyone should own one Firewalk Sea Dragon. Once again, it's a $1 bargain special, and I think Firewalk Sea Dragon might show meta play. And if I'm wrong, get out $1. If I'm right, well, you have your card that came out in Dark Neostorm. Once again, that's really important to note. Dark Neostorm as a set, because that's a set that, you know, we're not going to have any reprints for a good time. I mean, Konami needs to get on Savage Strike reprints before they realistically look at even Dark Neostorm reprints. So I think we might have to wait for Dark Neostorm reprints to come. Though I will say we are kind of getting some in the form of like a rarity bump for, you know, Dingirsu, but and the hand trap for Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. But as far as seeing other rarity bumps or reprints, I don't know. I think Konami's gonna focus more on Savage Strike. Hopefully I'm wrong. Next, Solaris, the HN Ascended. Solaris has a $12 market price, and the price for this card is like $14. In fact, first edition versions are exactly about $14. And yeah, it's a card. It's a way to protect your monsters by not playing any spells and traps. So you can run cards like Second's Light. That's kind of cool. Second's Light's getting a Secret Rare reprint in the Megatons. That's also kind of cool. Even though I don't know which one I like more, the Secret Rare Megaton reprint or the Super Rare. This kind of has me in a weird position because I'm in the same weird position with Gamma-Seal, which ironically has the same versions at the same timeline. Konami, are you guys just copy pasting your list? Because we're seeing the same thing happen with Gamma-Seal, which was a Secret Rare reprint in Battles of Legends and had a Super Rare. Anyway, that's just me just rambling on about like connecting dots that may or may not be there, but that one's definitely there, by the way. But yeah, look at Solaris as HN Senate. It's going up in value. And then we have Return of Dragons. The card I don't think a lot of you players really realize that might be a good card, low key. Looking at Return of the Dragon Lord's highest version is Secret Rare, but the lowest version came out in Structure Deck Rocket Revolt, coming out this week, actually. It's about $1, which obviously if you just buy a Structure Deck, you don't have to worry about that. But let's look at Secret Rare Return of Dragon Lords. The current price point being about $750, with the reprint, the price point is down to about $650. So it's down about $1. Now, if you're looking to play Dragon Spin, and you're looking to play the version that does not run Seconds Light, which technically is the OCG version, you can read Dragon Spit saying target one level 7 or 8 dragon monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. And then the second effect to protect dragons. If a dragon type monster you control will destroy a battle card effect, you can banish the card in the graveyard instead. So I think this is really interesting to note with Return of Dragon Lords with Dragon Spit. Will they be playing this card? If you're looking to play Dragon Spit or any dragon variant that does not run Seconds Light, are you playing this card? This card lasts while play with Blue Eyes decks that haven't seen play in quite a while, but nevertheless, I think this card might have the potential to be seen meta play. Once again, it has a common reprint in the Star deck, but if you're playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh!, if you're playing a deck like Dragon Spit, your deck is probably a lot of money, and you're probably looking to max rarity that deck. So if you are, would you be considering to get Return of Dragon Lords, Secret Rare, or Common? Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the like button. Comment down below. And once again, guys, what single card out of Makings 2019 are you really excited about? Don't say Prismatic Secret Rares. It's not a card. But let me know what single card you are. Personally speaking, for me, my favorite card, obviously, is Altergeist Multi-Faker. Obviously. I love that card. I love Altergeist. I'm playing Altergeist. Henceforth, that's my card. In fact, Konami, I like the Super Rare Konkiri you have coming out tomorrow. I'm feeling that Konkiri with my nice Altergeist Multi-Faker. But you know what sounds even better? I'm just throwing it out there for my Altergeist players, the 4 of us. How about we get an Ulti Melosi? Greed? Greed. Great conversation. Then again, let me know which card you would like to see Ulti as well. And anyway, it's your boy V, and you guys have a great day.